Okay, so in this video I'll be making a Minecraft cookie cutter. This one's a Steve, so I'll be making an Alex. I will just be going through the process because it's pretty easy to do. You'll just need a 3D printer to print off the cutter itself and some of the bits of free software. So I'll just go through the process of getting it going now. So I want to make a Alex, so I'll just go to Google and type in Minecraft Alex, and it brings up all these pictures of Minecraft Alex, but I just want images. So these are all the images, and we're going to base our cookie cutter of this, but I don't want any in color, I just want them in black and white. So if I go up to tools and change this to black and white, I've got all the sort of line art to create the cookie cutter. So looking through them all, this one here looks like I could either do this one or this one. You might do this one because it looks like a bit easier, it'd be a bit stronger. So I'll just save that image as a JPEG to my computer. It's a GIF actually, so let's change it either GIF or JPEG, it doesn't really matter. And what I want to do is I want to put this into the program called Fusion 360. If you're already familiar with 3D printers, you already know what that is. If you're not, it's a free software for designing 3D files. So if you just Google Fusion 360 personal use, you better download it and do exactly what I'm doing now. But Fusion doesn't understand GIFs or pictures or JPEGs or anything. It understands a file format called SVG. So we just need to convert this GIF into an SVG. So to do that, I just go to Google again. Let's go GIF to SVG. And there's a free service to do it online. So I'll just choose my file. And convert it. And then download it to my computer. So that file should now work with Fusion 360. So now I'll just pop into Fusion so I can import that file. So it's got a button on the top here it's got SVG on it. Yours might be slightly different, but just click on that, and then I'll just insert that file I've just downloaded. And it doesn't do anything at the moment because I want you to click a plane to put it on, so I'll just put it on this one here. And there it is. I'll just click on OK. So I just want my cookie cutter to be about 140 millimeters high, so I'll just measure to see what this is. It's 200, so it's way too big, so I'll just scale it. I'll just pick it from over here and press S on the keyboard and set scale. So it was 200, so I want it to be about 70%. And let's check that's right. So yeah, pretty much 140 millimeters, and that's done. So the next thing we do, once we've got the file in there, we need to, it's flat, so we need to pull out these sides. It's called extruding, so we just want to extrude the bit we want to print. So if we click on there, we can see the whole thing from the mouse. And we want to extrude it. We want to pull out about 7 millimeters because that's going to be the edge of your cookie cutter. Okay, so if you look at it now, it's 3D-ified. So it's all well and good, but what we need to do is, if we were to use it as a cookie cutter now, we just cut out all sorts of different shapes. So we need to modify it so you see the inside of this one is slightly lower than the rest of the cookie cutter. So to do that, I'm just going to draw an outline around the inside of, so it goes on the inside of the cookie, so those bits, and then we're just going to recess the bit on the inside. So we're going to just draw around it, and we'll choose this tool up here called Create Sketch. We'll click on this area, and we use just the line tool, and just roughly draw around the inside. And finish the sketch. So what we're going to do is going to press E again on the keyboard for extrusion, and we want to cut into the cookie cutter. So it's 7mm at the moment, so we'll go on 4. And if we zoom in and have a look now, you'll see the inside is recessed, so those are the details for the for the cutter. So the next thing we need to do is just create a back pane for the all the bits inside to grab onto, really. So if we were to use that now, it wouldn't break, the mouth would go missing and all sorts of things. So I need to draw an outline around the outside of the biscuit, and this could probably just be a square. So if I create a square, and 1mm, because that's how the thickness I want this thing to be. And we'll just over here we'll join it to the original body. We won't actually, we will just create a new body from that, and OK, and then we'll choose this new body and just move it down. OK, and just to make sure we don't have any sharp edges, we'll just zoom in around each corner. Give it a bit of foot. Looks good. Right, so that's pretty much done. So now I want to join all these bodies together because they're separated at the moment. So let's click on this combine and then select the other two bodies. And it's the cutter. So I'll just export this now and put it into Cura, my 3D printer software. So to export it, it's just right. Actually, just click up here, click on the body, save as mesh, and I'll import it. Just need to lie it flat and put it in the middle. And slice it. Okay, so in a couple of hours we'll have a new cookie cutter, so we'll give it a go and see what it looks like. So here's the part of the video where I was going to show using the cookie cutters, but unfortunately in New Zealand all the brown sugar has been contaminated with lead. So in other countries it probably doesn't matter, you just get a different brand, but in New Zealand there's only one place that makes sugar and all the other brands just bag the same stuff. So when you go to the supermarket and it says you're buying more for some flashy label one, it's exactly the same as what's in every other packet. So there is no brown sugar, and of course brown sugar is a really major component of gingerbread men. So I'll show you some photos, because we made a Steve as well, of the Steve cookies we made. I can't show the process because I just took photos when they're finished, but that's the end result with the Alex. So it came out good, and if we had material to cook it, I can cook it, but here to say it would, you can see for the photos they work fine, so have fun making it.